Sadie Englemann. I'm a professional golfer on the Epson Tour, and today I want to take you through how to make a professional and high-quality video to send to swing coaches, college coaches, recruiters, whatever it might be. We have very few seconds with some of these people, and very few seconds a good swing video could get their attention.
If you're going to film a golf swing, you've got one job: get it right. Because if the video's wrong angle, wrong height, wrong frame rate, your swing analysis turns into a guessing game. Now, when you're learning from someone who's lived it, details matter. This is Sadie Englemann, a kid who was turning heads early, breaking course records at 13.
On behalf of the
Then
NCAA
she heads to Stanford and helps bring home 2 NCAA team national championships. She stacks up wins on the biggest stages.
Stanford senior Sadie Englemann.
It's not a surprise. Sadie Englemann is our individual champion for the Eastlake Cup.
Then takes it pro, capturing the 2025 Texas Women's Open, and fights her way onto the Epson Tour, chasing one thing: a spot on the LPGA Tour.
10 under par, ties the course record out
So
here.
today, we're going to show you exactly how to film swing videos that are actually useful. All right, let's roll.
We want to start off. There are two main angles that we usually take videos from. One's straight on or face on, and one's from the back, down the line. Typically, we use alignment sticks, right, to when we practice, just to go to our target and make sure we're hitting it to the right place. But when you're taking a video, especially from the back, you really want to have this down so whoever's taking it back, their parent, coach, whatever it may be, can be able to be parallel right down the target. And also another thing that is commonly misunderstood is that your hands actually want to be the center of the video. So that person filming wants to be at not only the height of your hands, but also the direction, having your hands in line with the target. So first one I'm going to go over is these sticks. These sticks we have one horizontal and one vertical. The vertical one going to the face-on camera, the horizontal one going to the camera behind. When you're having a video taken of you from behind, you really want the stick to be in line with your target and your hands to be really in the center of the frame. So when the camera is behind you, that person behind you takes it, you really want the camera to be at hands height. So not only that your hands are down the line on your target, you want the camera to be at hands height so that hands are in the center of the screen. Going forward, it's a little less complicated, but you do want this vertical stick pointing in line with the ball, going straight toward this camera in front. So having these sticks down really helps the player kind of get their footing, be in the right places so these videos can be taken. And another reason is to set the cameras to where your swing, not only your whole body, but your swing, club, and club face is also in the entire shot. If we have a video that maybe the club face goes out of it, comes out of it in the backswing, front swing, whatever it may be, this is not a high quality video. A coach might be looking for something specific and not be able to see that. So really want your whole body, your whole swing, your whole club face in the video. So currently where I'm in my game, I prefer face-on videos to see what I'm working on. And the main thing that I am working on is, instead of being at impact like this, where you start, I really want to be at impact where my body's almost forward, a little bit more left, than in comparison to what I was doing, coming back, scooping, and hitting it left. So when I look at a face-on video, I want to stop at impact, and I want to see my body like this rather than this. So we'll hit one and see if I can do it. It is perfectly okay, actually wanted for you to shoot these videos vertically. Coaches would prefer and do look at them vertically, but however, today we are shooting horizontally just for YouTube. So you not only want your entire body, but your entire swing and club inside the frame. This is really important so you can see the club face when you come down, especially when you're taking it from the back, seeing what plane you're on. And when you finish, obviously it's a little longer than the width of your own body. So to have the camera far enough back on the face, to have it far enough back just to get all of that in there. Another thing that I have worked on in the past that I still check on time to time, which is also something I look at from the face on view, is in my backswing, I have a tendency to move forward instead of backwards. And if you take a face on video and are able to put it into an app like V1 and use lines, I put a line on both of my hips and I want to rotate in between these lines rather than going over one or another. And I know that if I'm turning within these two lines, then my swing is going to be on, and then I can work on the front part of my swing. Felt good. I can even exaggerate more with this, the move going forward. And there's the height that I'm looking for. That also comes with no left ball. It also raises the ball a little higher for a better launch angle and more spin. We're grooving it now. Looks good, feels good.
So here we have the V1 app pulled up. As you can see, I just inputted the video, put it at kind of normal speed right here, and you can see the swing full through. I am going to change it to 1/8 of the speed, so more of a slow motion swing. Obviously, much easier to see kind of what you're looking for in a swing, and much easier to kind of work with when we go into what I'm going to talk about next and using the different features of V1 that include the different lines and things we can do to make sure we're doing the right things with our swing. So first, what I'm doing is putting a box around my head. This is not something I typically work on, but it is something that I've worked on in the past with coaches where I can put this box around my head and track how much my head has movement forward and backwards. And the idea is to keep it very, very minimal in movement. And obviously, as you go through, the head can move away from the box, but it's really from front to back to see if that head moves. I'm going to erase this and go ahead and choose a different color just to show. And I'm going to choose red this time and use the line feature. So we're going to tap on line and put 2 lines parallel going up from my feet. And this is really what I talked about earlier in the video, where I want to see if my hips are staying kind of within this barrel. I know that if my hips don't go forward, they don't go backwards on mainly the backswing. I know my swing's in the place where I want it to be. And obviously you can see as it goes forward, it does move outside these lines, but again, much more interested in the backswing. And then finally, I'm going to put a line straight down my head, right ending at the ball. Going to use yellow this time. And again, the line feature. And this is really just to see if I'm getting to that place at impact that I want. So as I come back, kind of normal swing, not looking at much. But as I do come through and I'm at impact, I want to see that my body is going forward across that line towards the ball rather than coming back and scooping like I mentioned earlier. So this is kind of the things that you can use V1 for. This is what I use. There's many more features, and this is even the free version that I have.
So like I mentioned, V1, using an app like that, a lot of coaches like to come back here, put a line going down the plane and seeing if you're getting back onto plane. And the most important thing about golf is to get back on the plane, whether or not you come under or out. We're all different. I have a little bit of an irregular backswing where I go out above the plane, where most people might drop under the plane like that. But I've I've had the swing since I was 3 years old, and I've been able to work to where I get a little bit out and straight back on it, so I'm able to drop right down. And I've used V1 many times and other apps like that to check and make sure I don't drop below it or go above it. I know there are tools as well. If you don't have a parent or a coach that practices with you, there are tools that you can stick into the ground, and the same rules apply with the taking it online, down the line with your hands. Might be a little bit trickier to see it since you can't really be in two places at one time, but it is an option. One more thing about a face-on shot is you can really check your ball position. I know it's very easy for a ball position to get off if you take a little time off or even from day to day. So really when you have a camera face-on, you can see if your ball's forward, middle, back, and change it to what you prefer.
All right, that's the process. Simple, repeatable, and it makes every swing look the way it felt. Now, when you're ready to finish your video with that clean broadcast look, our score bugs are linked in the description. They're first-of-their-kind graphics built specifically for Final Cut Pro, and they'll save you hours of messing with titles and layout on every edit. Grab them on FX Factory and use code NTM20 for 20% off. And hey, if this helped, do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next tee.